About 6 weeks ago, we reviewed the booted version of Hyundai's bestseller. While that video did relatively well given how dead the sedan market is in South Africa, a few viewers at home still opted to see a review of the Grand i10 hatchback. Shout out to Andile Kiana for suggesting this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this review of the 2023 Hyundai Grand i10 1-liter motion manual. And in this video, we'll be having a look at its design, its interior and practicality, how it drives, and its price. Without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into it. If you like the Hyundai Grand i10s of old, chances are that you'll also like this one. Not much has changed over the years, and this car really gives off an air of premiumness in its look and its build quality. Perhaps the most noticeable change between this facelift and its predecessor is this monobrow. I refuse to call it a light bar because it doesn't even light up. Because this is the base motion trim, it comes with these nasty mirror housings and bland wheel caps. It's giving rental car vibes. But in this spark green paint job, we can almost forgive it. The keyword is almost. All in all, this facelift is a welcomed update on this city car, but I want to hear from you. Would you choose this 2023 Hyundai Grand i10, or would you opt for the also popular Toyota Starlet? Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're at it, please like, share and subscribe. Do all of those YouTube things, I really do appreciate it. By the way, I wanted to review this colorful unit, which is currently in stock by Westval Secunda, but I didn't have the time to do it because everyone who walked onto the showroom floor wanted to see it, so we'll just use it as a thumbnail. Moving to the front seat, and we get a glimpse of what drives many South Africans to buy this car. You have a well laid out dashboard with a modern design which punches way above its weight. Most of it is hard plastic, but there's nothing in this segment that would really give a Rolls-Royce a run for its money. In front of you, you will find a multifunctional steering wheel, and it has controls for your infotainment system, but none for cruise control because this car doesn't have it. Speaking of infotainment system, this car comes with an 8-inch touchscreen with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. As if this isn't impressive enough for this segment, this car also comes with a reverse camera. The quality might remind us of Gran Turismo 4, but before you laugh, remember that your boyfriend had to pay extra on his Polo Vivo to have one. Down here you have physical controls for your air conditioning, and below that you can charge your phone using USB, USB-C or a 12-volt socket. In terms of practicality, you have a decently sized glove box, a small tray, unequally sized cup holders in the middle, and a small space over here. In each door bin you will find a cup holder, and above you and your passenger you will find vanity mirrors. To liven this cabin up, you have red touches on your aircon vents and red piping on your vinyl trimmings of the seats. In this base model, it doesn't come with the grey two-tone dashboard that you get on the Fluid model, but the design is premium looking, so I'm not complaining. Moving to the back seat, and it's always a surprise how much space you find in these small cars. Leg room, knee room and headroom are great, and you should be able to fit 3 occupants in here comfortably. In terms of practicality, you have air vents and a single USB port and cup holders in each door bin. If you are looking for an armrest in here, hade bafanas. Moving to the boot, and according to Hyundai's marketing material, this car has 360 liters of space. I didn't believe this at all, so I searched further and found a more believable figure of around 256 liters. If you want a full-size spare tire in a small car, you have come to the right place. And if you want more space in here, just tip the rear seats down and you'll have a bigger boot. You also have touches like a light, a hook and a net for precious cargo. However, if a small boot won't do it for you, just opt for something like a Toyota Starlet. Under the hood, you'll find a 1-liter 3-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine pushing out 49 kilowatts of power and 94 Newton meters of torque, making this the least powerful car I've reviewed so far. Given these figures, this car should go from 0 to 100 km per hour in a very leisurely 14.9 seconds and will go on to a top speed of 153 km per hour. Fuel consumption is claimed to be 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers, and believe me when I say that that's achievable with minimum effort. Out on the open road, there's a lot to like about the Hyundai Grand i10 1-liter. Noise insulation is much better than the similarly priced Citroen C3, and the steering action needs very little inputs to direct the car where you want it to go. Similar to the Grand i10 sedan we reviewed in August, this clutch really needed some getting used to. It's so soft that it's easy to miss the biting point. After stalling this car once or twice, or maybe 3 times, it plays a very vital role in the smooth shifts that you get out of this 5-speed manual. If you are buying the 1-liter variant purely for the fuel consumption, then you're in great company here. But if you're looking for more power, rather opt for the 1.2-liter 4-cylinder unit. Don't say I didn't warn you. Another problem you'll be faced with is a trade-off of having such a soft suspension. Because it's dialed in more for comfort rather than sportiness, it doesn't feel as sure-footed as I thought it would around corners. It's not terrible, but you'll notice a little bit of body roll if you get into a corner too fast. Overall, it's a fun little car to drive and you shouldn't get into too much trouble with the law unless you really tried. So, what's the damage? If you want a 2023 Hyundai Grand i10 1-liter motion manual similar to the one you see on screen, expect to pay around 234,500 Rand. If you finance that over 72 months with no deposit and no balloon payments at an interest rate of 11.75%, expect to pay around 4,600 Rand a month. Add 2 full tanks of petrol and your monthly cost should come up to around 6,500 Rand a month. When you buy a new Hyundai Grand i10, it comes standard with a 1-year 15,000 kilometer service plan and a 7-year 200,000 kilometer warranty. Given how stiff competition is in this segment, they really should do better because cars like the Citroen C3 come with a 2-year 30,000 kilometer service plan. So, what are my final thoughts on the Hyundai Grand i10 hatchback? Well, it's a winning recipe. In this economy, many South Africans are looking for a small, economical and practical car from a brand they can trust. Given the track record of the Grand i10, many owners of previous models of this car shop around for other options, but they end up at the same conclusion, which is with another Grand i10. As much as competition is tougher than ever before, there still is room for this car in this segment. They just need to improve that service plan. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. But guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Until the next one, take care and stay driven. I usually end my videos on a very random note, ne? But for today, I just wanted to say, guys, thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. We've reached 4,000 watch hours, and I'd like us to push for 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Let's do that, yeah?